Welcome to the Patty G Show. This week we are off-site over here at Mind Body Swing. We're going to do a little golfing, a little training. Let's go check out what Brian's got inside. Look at this place. This thing is next level. Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome to Mind Body Swing.
That's right. We've got a training facility over here. Then they have loads and loads of bays. I mean, this stuff is absolutely next level. Get your workouts in, get your reps in over here. Look at this AI technology telling you how to improve your swing each and every time you come in. Don't you worry, you don't have to wait because they've got plenty of bays. And over there, they've got my favorite, which is the left-handed bay. We're going to be shooting a show in there with Brian. We're going to learn about what he does and where he is. And so, yeah, let's talk Mind Body Swing, everybody. I'm a simple man, don't wanna complicate you. So, how many places can this take us?
This can take us, we have 12,000 golf courses.
12,000?
We have 12,000 golf courses. We have all different types of driving ranges. We have all different types of challenges. I can go even on different golf courses and play just random holes too, not just the whole round.
Okay.
So it's cool.
So we're here at the left-handed bay in Mind Body Swing, and we've gotten a little challenge that I'm going to lose terribly at.
Maybe not.
We'll see. Come on now. Come on now. We'll see. So what do we have here? Where are we? Let's kick it off with that.
Yeah, it's cool. This is like the closest you're going to get to almost like a Louisiana look, actually, because it's like a marsh kind of style. It's got a city in the background. But it's this like Coliseum kind of style, which is really cool. So like when kids come out, you get to see it's lifted up like on a second story of a building. Mm-hmm. And so we're going to hit onto this checkerboard that's only 50 yards.
Okay.
And it's a point system. But so for anybody, even just playing golf, like we can hit 50-yard shots.
Right.
And so we're not trying to hit onto a board from 250 yards. Mm-hmm. So it makes good competitive game. It makes kids get really fired up because even if they kind of top it, it can roll onto the board. And so it's a point system where we get the most points.
Well, I'll let you're first. You kick us off.
Nice.
And while you kick us off, walk us through kind of the ethos for Mind Body Swing. How did we get here to playing on a checkerboard?
Yeah, the beauty of Mind Body Swing, I was, I've been in the golf business for 12 years. And you mind if I hit one too?
Yeah, go ahead. No, absolutely.
So I've been in the golf business for 12 years and almost got on the middle one.
Wow. So 50.
Yeah.
50 on the number.
So I've been in the golf business for 12 years and started young, played college golf at Nicholls State. So always Louisiana from cutoff. And I love Louisiana and grew up from the marsh. My dad was a charter fisherman, so I love just the heritage of Louisiana. And when I got in the golf business, it was my dream, though, to be the director of golf at the Country Club of Louisiana.
Okay.
And so I started a little 9-hole golf course in Thibodaux, Louisiana. So if you're not familiar with, if you're a Louisiana person, you're going to love Thibodaux because most people pronounce it as Thibodaux. And so,
or Thibodaux.
Yeah, so Harvard on the Bayou. And
Harvard on the Bayou.
That's what they call Nicholls. And so, this will be your turn next. But so play college golf and get out, get in the golf business. And I started a little 9-hole golf course, and I'm working just as the pro shop, just opening the shop. I think it's awesome. Just got married and then make my way up to end up becoming the head pro there. Then I become the head pro. There you go. You're ready now.
Good.
Pelican Point. That's what brought us up to Gonzales.
Okay.
And was there 7 years ago. There for a couple years. And then I get the call from a mentor that when I got here, I just wanted to connect and learn with everybody.
Right.
And there we go. Look at you. A little spin action.
Okay.
That's what happens to every lefty. I've never seen a lefty that doesn't have a good golf swing.
Really?
They're just... maybe more athletic. Maybe just because you stand on the wrong side of the ball and we want to
on the wrong side of the ball. Hang on now. Hang on now. Wrong side.
Yeah. But they always have a lot more spin when they hit a golf shot. Go watch Phil Mickelson. When Phil hits wedge shots, it's just it's perfect. Watch this. Watch how soft it hits. Look at you. Tons of talent. This is why it's fun to play on something like this because you can have good camaraderie.
Absolutely.
You also get 70% of golf shots happen inside of 70 yards. So I'm very passionate.
70%
of golf shots happen inside of 70 yards. So we love to take serious short shots. We got to hit it in 6 seconds. There you go. This one better hit a swan. I was going to say on the board. I love it. Now the award's going to get smaller. So I become the director of golf at 29 years old at the Country Club Louisiana. And 29 years old. I was the fourth golf pro to ever be a golf pro there. And first golf course. This is a cool thing if you're from Louisiana and don't know this.
Right.
First golf course Jack Nicklaus ever designs. He wins the 1986 Masters, and he drives down to Baton Rouge. And so history for Louisiana, and he designs the Country Club of Louisiana.
I didn't know that.
And so first one he ever designs. And so Dean Alexander is the first pro there. And then I got to end up following the succession of Gammon Manny. He was one of my mentors, brought me in a succession plan. He was there for 17 years. And so I worked under him for 2 years and then become the director of golf. So I was physically the shortest golf pro to ever be there. And then literally time frame, I was only like a year, the golf pro, because I realized quickly, like, this is the most beautiful property in Louisiana for golf.
Mm-hmm.
But I realized quickly I'm not doing what I love. Like, I love teaching golf. And I love seeing juniors learn the game. And I love seeing people win at golf. And I realized quickly, when you say Louisiana and you say athletics, baseball always comes up. You got traction, you got Marucci, LSU baseball, or football comes up. You say golf, and it's like, we don't really have any development.
Like we have a program at LSU and some other colleges. We got high school, right? I see all the Catholic high kids walking web like all the time. They're always walking web.
That's right.
So you see that, but you're right. We don't have like, a
development program.
Exactly. There's no development program. We may have a handful of golfers from Louisiana that are playing on the PGA now.
Yeah. Sam Burns is our big one. I mean, so you do. You have some that came out, Austin Gutsell, and tons of other good players that played, but not many. And Baton Rouge being the biggest location of Louisiana area, just a program for people to develop from beginning when they turn 5 or to 77 years old. And golf right now is on the biggest boom it's ever been. And we're having more entertainment pop up, which is amazing. So Top Golf, our indoor simulators that are just bars and entertainment, awesome. People are getting into the game. But then people are like, well, what do I do next? And then our love for social media happens, and people scroll TikTok and YouTube for quick dopamine hits of like, how do I get better at golf? And that happens, and then they realize quickly, like, I'm on the range, I have like 500 thoughts, and we don't know where to go next. And so I was like, man, I had just bought a house that I would have never thought I could even get. Like, from the outside perspective, we had the perfect American life. My wife and I. I'm the director of golf at CCL. She's one of the most high-end business people. They're accountant. And we buy this house, and it has a 1,500 square foot shop on the back. And I tell her, like, 2 months in, like, babe,
golf simulator.
I was like, I'm starting the indoor golf academy in her backyard. I'm thinking she's like gonna be like, you're insane.
So it never was take that for pleasure for you from day one. It was like, I've got this space that I can take and actually use it for a business purpose.
That's exactly right.
Okay.
And it was cool because when we got the house, the couple, I hate that they had to sell the house. I loved it because it was our dream house.
Right.
But he had the house already set up. He was doing a woodshop business out of it. And so he already had the address set up for it, had the insurance set aside.
Oh, he was running like a full
business.
He was
running a woodshop business.
So you didn't have to do any of that.
I didn't have to do any of that. So I was like,
okay,
man, this just kind of seemed like it's the right time to do it. If I'm ever going to take this chance, I'm 30 years old. And that's why when I say, like, mentor mine, he said, Brian, if you're 80 years old and you don't do this, would you regret it? And I said, absolutely. He's like, you got to do it. I was like, I have no money. So I mean, I didn't have an inheritance of people who just write me a check. Like, we're doing well for ourselves. Like, everything of what you would say for an American comfortability, like, we're very well off financially.
Right.
But not someone that just wrote me a check to go do it.
Well, and being well off financially is one thing, right?
Yeah.
To live a personal life of whatever you want is one thing. To be able to then say, I can take what I've got and put it into a business and invest it into it, like, that's, number one, takes guts. And number two, it takes way more than you ever think it's going to take.
Way more.
Way more. Even just doing what you did at your house with 1,500 wood shop, 1,500 square foot wood shop, like, you have way more to take into account than you could ever think of going in at day one.
100%, Patrick. And that's, I mean, I took a HELOC off my house to be able to renovate the shop. Like,
wow.
I mean, I was all in. Like, I believed it. Like, and because I was like, man, I knew the mission and vision. I mean, I've read books, but like, I was like, I loved what I wanted to do so bad. Like, I genuinely, for me, I believe that the greatest thing in entrepreneurship is knowing your why and going after your why. And like, for me, it wasn't that I wanted to be the richest person in the world and I didn't need my face on billboards. It's that I genuinely wanted to transform people's lives through the game of golf. And that's why I never called it Brian Williams Golf Academy. And I called it Mind, Body, Swing. And I have the journal of writing in my journal what I wanted to do. And I'm like, I'm passionate about the mind. Right now, I'm passionate about the body. I'm passionate about the swing. And then I'm like, oh my God, like, dang it, that's
there it is.
And I run to my wife and I'm showing her. And she's like, yeah, I love it. And I was like, I'm going to make a movement in the game of golf. Like, I'm a big dreamer, a big visionary person, and I love to live that and bringing it forth. And the amount of people, though, Patrick, that told me I was absolutely insane because I'm leaving what is, in golf, the most prestigious opportunity possible. And even to my family, they're like, bro, you're comfortable. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, why would you leave?
Yeah. And because I was like, I have a dream to do this. I want to change my family bloodline. I wanted my kids to see that dad would pursue a dream.
Yeah.
And did it. And 3 months in, so I'm just getting started. Let's see if I can get us. Look how much smaller our board got.
Oh, geez. My
yeah.
my shot now won't even play.
So good luck to the left shot.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate that.
So it's still 50 yards though. So,
Yeah.
but for me, I wanted to be able to show my kids this. Oh, that was terrible. And this is why we work on inside of 50 yards. And you get timed on this too, so you got to be.
I know. I didn't realize. So is it as many shots as you can do in 30 seconds?
It just gives you 3 on this one.
Oh, it's just 3. Okay.
Short, 40. I'm consistently short. I've got to get one in there.
I mean, you got 29 points ahead of me. So
I think I'm okay.
I think you're okay there, Brian. I think you're
we got
okay.
one here.
Yeah.
There we go.
There we go. Yeah.
30.
Oh,
there we go.
Look at that. Look at
Just
that.
into
Look
the
at
top
that.
one.
Even better. You got 5 more points.
So
You wanted your kids to see you as dad who pursued his passion.
Absolutely, and and to set a standard for them that they could do that, and I wasn't too late for me.
Right.
And by doing that, it took past to just the grind and the grit of what you want. And so I think that's the beauty of what I've learned being a Louisiana boy. Is I think deep down in the roots of being in Louisiana, we love to work hard.
Right.
But working hard doesn't guarantee you entrepreneurial success either.
No, it doesn't.
So,
it's not all about hard work.
100%. You got to be able to have a mission and vision. But so I'm early on, I'm giving lessons and I'm with my iPhone, doing videos to make sure because I want to grow their social media.
Right.
And then I'm doing P&L statements and all in the back, and my wife is grinding while she has a full-time job. But 3 months in, Patrick, I'm doing 220 lessons a month in my backyard.
220 lessons a month.
A month in my backyard.
Look at that. That's a very small board.
It's a very small board.
Very
It is a
small
challenge. It gets
board.
smaller.
It gets smaller?
Yeah, so it's okay. We're on
Jeez.
the board. You still got points. See, it makes it challenging. But you see the point of this, though? This is what is so cool without telling kids that, hey, you should aim small when you play golf. Like if you want to hit a target from 40, 50 yards, you got to aim small. So now, without telling them, oh, my goodness, you got to get your wrist in on here, they're starting to work on, okay, if I want to hit a 50-yard shot, the trick is you want to go the same distance back, the same distance through. Well, they see, okay, that target got a lot smaller. I got to be more intentional. They engage their posture better. They engage their breathing. They're locked in because it's a 16.5-foot screen. How freaking cool is that? Get on there.
But you want to hit it
yeah, precise.
so precise.
Yeah, exactly. And so now they're dialed in. They got a position that they got to look for, and it's a little easier now to hit at a spot that a little long. But so you see, now you start thinking, okay, I have feedback. At the end of the day, that's what the beauty of all of this is. It's feedback. And so I build, we renovate the shop, and I go after, oh, that's a long one. I go after, mental,
Long one.
I thought it was going to be just thin. Yeah, see, it went out, see? I hit it a little thin. So that's what's so cool. The simulator is so realistic. It could pick up that I didn't hit that one solid, and you can see it didn't have much spin on it when I hit it.
Yeah.
And so in the facility, I'm doing all those things. I had a workout shop as well in the facility, and no point. See, so you got
I'm
chance.
not the only one. There's a chance here.
You could say
I can
there's a
come
chance.
back.
Absolutely.
I can come back, man.
And so we're in, and that from the beginning, I'm doing stuff different already, Patrick. I'm building people customizable plans. I want people when they come in, be the best version of themselves. That's what I was setting apart as different. Was you come in, I'm not just going to be even you hitting on a simulator, even from the beginning, even though it wasn't this yet. This was always what I wanted to do. I just had to build up capital. And I'm doing that for people. They come in, I have a little workout facility, I have a bay, and then I'm doing mental coaching for them. And they come in, I make them articulate their goals, I build them a customizable plan. But then I realized quickly, I'm not a PT, so I'm not about to put weights in people's hand and hurt somebody and then be sued and be over it really quickly.
that insurance bill is going to go up fast.
Yeah, and so I'm getting people in good posture, and then when I start realizing that people have long-term effects, I immediately send them to the stable because I became good friends with John Email and Kobe Tuye, and their program is phenomenal here in Baton Rouge. And we became good friends and started to say, if you ever take this outside of here, let's do some collaboration together. And we're 6 months. Look at you! Let's go! Game change quick.
There
now,
we
50
go.
points. Let's go. Oh, now we got a tight game.
We do.
80 to 71. This could end it here. Oh, you hit it too hard.
I know.
It's got to get down. It might be enough. Oh, he did it! Let's go!
Let's go.
See, this is the beauty of doing this. You start, which is funny though, and this is where I would coach
Same pad. That was pretty consistent.
Yeah, and I think we might have one left, or that might be the whole game.
I think it's just 3 rounds.
Yeah, you won. Boom. You're the GOAT. You're the GOAT. See? But
Look, That's
you know
what
what
that
I would
is.
say though, a guy like you that's really cool is when you had the big board, it was like you didn't aim small enough.
And that's the beauty of
And you
this.
see what I'm saying? Like that's what's cool about feedback, and that's what happens to every person who trains on this, is, but we go on a golf course, and that's what happens sometimes. We're just hitting around, and we just see a big green, and we hit. But we start to train kids and adults and grandparents. Like, man, actually, like someone from Louisiana, if you shoot a shotgun, like you want to have a tight dispersion pattern. You want to have a small miss, and so like we want to aim small. The moment we made the board smaller, you got more engaged, and your shot went a lot tighter, which is really cool.
And I think it's the margin of error for me. It's like the big board, I've got all this. If I
100%.
miss, I'll get 4 or 5 points. You know, as 5-8-8-8, right?
100%.
And so it was easy for me to say, oh, I can just swing and get it out there. But the small one, I'm like, no, you've got very small window to get through and actually swing.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
And so
it's so many cool ways that you can learn.
Right.
And like this is what, just living in the world we live now with technology, that we can get feedback. Obviously, you get to do it inside right now. That was the beauty of all this too. Is like golf was on the biggest boom it's ever been in history, and I wanted to be able to have the chance that most of the time people at this point they stop playing golf. Well, one, because it's not like, is it going to rain today? It's like, what time is it going to rain? And then it's like,
what time do I have to start to finish the round before the rain gets here?
and like the only time it's bearable, there's really not really much time it's bearable to go out and commit to hitting balls. And it's like, man, the fact now that a day and age that we can hit golf balls inside, which is really, really cool. But for us, that's why it was way past the entertainment side. It was always performance. Like I wanted to be able to have people that's when you walk in here, the energy's always so high. People working out, they're working on their game, they're either getting coached or they're personally working on their game, getting feedback, or they're getting mental coaching. And so 6 months in, I have a 3-month waiting list. And I get my first coach. And like, so my wife came on full time as well. Like she was always working on the back end.
And this is all still in your backyard?
In my backyard.
Oh my gosh.
And so like I'm with, my wife's full on with me. We're doing this together, co-owner of the business. And I'm like, I need another coach. Like I want to continue to keep serving people. And one of my good friends, we played college golf together, Nichols, he's from France, and his name is Jack Lee. We just stayed in touch throughout college, and he marries a girl from Morgan City. And he's like, man, I see your business doing awesome. It's amazing. Like joking that one day I should come work for you. I'm like, no, like you should come tomorrow. And, he's like, you serious? And like he's in home health, and I'm like, man, if you're serious, like just come see the facility. And I tell him all about the mission and vision. Like for me, it was like, if you're gonna come work here, it's not about that I'm gonna pay you $1 more or $1 less. It's that you're gonna come believe in what we're doing. And because I said, if I pay you, if it's about the money, like you're gonna leave me the moment someone offers me. And I said, then if you do love it, I want to meet your wife and your kids. And he does all that. And after 3 times, he's like, man, I'm full in. He's driving back and forth from Morgan City. And 2 months in,
It's a commute.
Man, hour and a half. And he's teaching 150 lessons a month. So Patrick, we get a point.
150 lessons?
March of this past year, we're doing 370 lessons a month. In my driveway, looks like your local Alexander Market, like in the driveway. And then I have people coming in and like, bro, I just saw your kid peeing outside. And
you're like, welcome to my body.
Welcome to my body swing. This is why I moved outside of a neighborhood. And so it's amazing. But I'm like, man, like, but I'm on residential property. So like, for this point, I was always like,
there's gonna be a cap. There's gonna be a ceiling.
I couldn't do groups. I couldn't have more than 6 people in there at a time. And so I'm like,
well, you were stuffing 6 people in there?
No, I couldn't. I couldn't have more than that.
Okay.
And so like we have 2 bays in there. We're just teaching all the.
You had 2 bays?
2 bays. Jack has one. I got one. I got a little putting green, a workout spot, and we're teaching each 10 hours a day. Like just, it's amazing. Dude. We're loving it. But I'm like, man, honestly, we're not able to do what we wanted to do. Like I wanted to grow golf. Like the worst thing a 5-year-old needs to be doing was doing a 1-hour lesson with me once a week. Like little Johnny needs to be with 5 other little Johnnies, like for 5 minutes, 10 minutes doing instruction, and then having fun and enjoying the game, learning the game.
Playing something
on
like
the big
this.
Screen. Yeah.
Alternate. Well,
absolutely.
The other thing about this screen, right, is the feedback part.
Feedback.
So awesome. If you know, and we'll get into what you're going to plan behind here to build out, but like when you are at a range or you're just at a chipping green or a putting green, right, in the like outside, right, and you hit the ball and you see it and it goes there. And you're like, okay, it may have landed there. And then you keep trying to do it. And unless you're hitting like a 10 or 15-yard shot, you don't have that immediate, like we get to see where it landed, what the ball did with spin. And you can see all that happen real time.
Yeah.
But when you're out there,
you don't get to see that.
like you're at a driving range, right? You know, like we'll switch to a driving range here in a minute and we can see like, okay, you hit way left. Okay, cool.
What caused it?
How far was it?
That's exactly right.
You know, like unless you're out there with like a little tracker at your feet at the back, you're getting no feedback, and you're just trying to make sure your shot goes straight.
Patrick,
like at the end of the day, that's what you're doing, right?
I'm so glad you actually are being recorded.
Even the pros pull out their little thing,
every single one of them,
because they want to see what that shot did, what the distance was, what the feedback was, and here is the exact same thing, except you get to see it way better than you can out on a driving range.
Patrick, that's so good, and that's, to me, that's everything, because it's funny. Every other sport, people have intentionality how they practice, even if they're not professionals. Like you go watch someone practicing basketball, like they're gonna be working on free throws, how to use their hand properly, but they're on the court. Golfers are delusional, are confused because they play bad golf and then they go to a driving range that's 180 yards wide, and they put their ball on a perfect lie every single time and hit, and they wear themselves out, and they have no idea what they're doing because there's no feedback.
Right.
And then they just hit, and they don't even know how far it's going. And then they think, okay, well, the only way I'm going to get better is if I just hit 180 balls on the driving range. Well, you don't even know if that 7-iron is going 150 yards or if it's going 170 yards. I can tell you exactly. That's what's so cool about the session. What's exactly how far your ball is carrying, what your spin rate is, what your launch angle is. So, like, yeah, like you keep playing bad golf because you think you hit your 7-iron, you hit one time and hit the cart path and went 180 yards. It doesn't go 180 yards.
Not every time.
It's actually carrying 157. And it's okay. Like, you don't have to be embarrassed of that.
Yes.
But and that's so important.
It doesn't matter what you carry.
It doesn't.
Play your game. Play your game what it is.
Encourage people. Like, you're going to play better golf. Like, your buddy doesn't care that if your 7-iron went 190, it matters that you hit on the green, not having to drop because you hit in the water because you thought you hit it at a different yardage. And so that's the beauty of it. Then you get to see, like, how far your ball is starting offline or online. And then being able to tap in. Like, we went way past just, like, radar-based, like launch monitor. Even just to give you these numbers, we went camera-based Unicore that has AI trainer built into it. So now, which adapts to you, Patrick. It's not just this generic. It's like it picks up on Patrick every single swing without me even having to be here. So we just raise the floor for every golfer who comes in here to practice because you now have a built-out customizable plan for you, a practice plan, and a coach. Now when you come practice, you actually have feedback on every single swing you make. It tells you this is exactly what you did right and wrong and what to do. And now here's the drills to do it. That's unreal. I'm actually addicted to working on my game again.
You're trying to improve.
It's 12 years since someone's looked at my golf swing. Like, I play at the collegiate level and the highest level possible. But, I mean, all I've been doing is coaching now. And it's like you're working on everybody else. But to come in front of a camera and I have a profile built into it that I get to actually work on mine. And now with our fitness director gave me an eval, and I realized I have a lack of hip mobility. And I realized I'm trying to get both butt cheeks back at impact on the camera. And now I'm realizing I'm lacking that. And now I know what to do to work on it. So it's really cool. I'm addicted now to working on my game more than I've ever been.
Dude, that's fantastic.
So it's really cool. You want to see a range?
Yeah, let's check out the range here. Let's see what else this puppy can do.
It's amazing what we can do.
But no, so going back to playing your swing, playing your clubs. So one of the big things that I see, at least when I'm playing, is everybody tries to always kill it, right? Everybody's trying to always kill it, and they're always trying to say, oh, no, I can hit my 4, my 5, my 6, my 7, or it's like, oh, you're at the par 3, and everybody's sitting there, they're looking at the yards, and you pull out your little, your range finder, okay, it's this far, and then you're like, oh, what are you hitting? What are you hitting? It's almost like a competition.
It is.
And it's like, what are you hitting? Like, oh, it's 140, 150, whatever it is. I'm hitting an 8 or a 7. And he's like, I'm hitting a pitching wedge, man.
Yeah, exactly. And we think that we got
okay.
It's so funny. But it's so true. But everybody does that. And we think that there's this entitlement or this ego that we have that I have to say, well, I hit my pitching wedge 150 or 160 yards. Like, who cares? You just hit it in the water 3 times. Like, you just make quad. And
what do you mean? Those are practice shots.
Yeah, exactly.
Those are practice shots.
We gotta take another
when it goes in the water, that doesn't mean anything. Right.
But it's funny. I'll tell you, I'll still have people say to me, man, I hit in the water, but I hit my pitching wedge 150. And I'm like, great. Like what's the point of the game?
Yeah.
The point of the game is to have the lowest score. And so that is why we're transforming performance golf and understanding that, man, one, I can strengthen you. Like, I'm 5'7", 150 pounds, and I can hit the driver 300 yards.
Right.
And that's not because I have a PGA behind my name, but it's because of how to use my body properly.
Right.
And that we don't have to be, I mean, I have to work a lot harder than a guy that's 6'3" and has orangutan arms, and he could make the glove move really fast.
Yes.
But it's really cool. So watch, I can't wait for you to hit a ball in here.
Okay.
And see the beauty of what we got. So what we're going to do here is kind of show you kind of everything we have to offer with.
So for this, do I have to switch and match club, or it doesn't matter what club you're using for this?
I will switch clubs, yes, every time that you hit on here. Let me do that.
So what do you want me to pull out here? What club you want me to use? We
You got
the
a 7-iron for me?
The whole
Or-
patty. We got the whole patty G bag.
We got the whole patty.
We got the whole patty G bag, man.
I think I just accidentally exit out. There we go.
The whole patty G.
The whole patty G
Callaway bag.
Callaway bag.
Callaway.
Finally. I love when people walk in with the Callaway action.
Which we'll get into, right?
Yes.
So my reason is probably not, the most valid reason for having Callaway, but my reason was growing up, always watched, and I've always drawn to left golfers, right?
Sure.
So being a lefty, I want a left-handed golfer. So I always followed Phil Mickelson,
Yeah,
and he was a Callaway guy.
Yeah, huge
And
Callaway.
so I'm like, from there on out, I'm playing Callaway. That's it.
What's cool, what you just said about that shows the impact of what professional athletes do
Oh,
have on the game, because it's like you inspire to play golf and you see a lefty that's really talented and actually is good for the game. He's good to the people, and so let me try what he's playing. And Callaway, what's funny is I didn't play Callaway when I played in college. It was the first brand that would give me a deal whenever I was 24 years old in golf, and they were amazing. And that's what I've loved about Callaway is you kind of have different brands that almost want to be elitist.
Mm-hmm.
But Callaway for so long has always kind of been known as it's a lot for beginner golfers. And do we have are a lot of good players playing it? And they are. And I fell in love with the brand because to me they actually adapt to everybody. The high-end professional athlete, amazing clubs you're gonna get fit for.
Yeah.
The beginner golfer, amazing game improvement clubs. And then the mid-amateur who's trying to play better golf and is playing consistently, they make phenomenal. I'm a geek when it comes to clubs. We have. And I've been on staff with Callaway for 10 years, and I've been a master staff the last 2 years, and they made us.
What's the difference?
So a master staff, we only got 100 in the world.
100 in the world?
And so that gives access to go to the Callaway Center in California, in San Diego. They have a Callaway ECPC Center. Their headquarters are Xander and Bill and all are all getting fitted, so I get to go there every year and take people there as well. It's a really cool experience. And
it's pretty cool.
It allows us, being a master staff, we have a fitting cart. We're a hub center here to be able to fit people professionally. I have every shaft, every head. So it's cool. That's also a great access point for a guest in here in Baton Rouge to come in. They can get professionally fitted. And at one of our bays that we have designed just for professional fitting. So it's really cool. That's really cool.
I like it, man.
Yeah. I'm ready to watch you hit a ball.
So what do we have? Jay, can you see this in the shot? Perfect.
I love it.
So we've got, now I'm on the screen, right?
Yeah.
Because we're in the lefty bay.
We're in the lefty bay. So that's one of the cool things about this.
So
I wanted to accommodate
how many bays?
you.
Everybody can only see this bay we're in. So how many bays are in here?
We have 8 bays in here.
8 bays.
And what's cool about that, and you could see, it's you and I talking in here. And we have a lot of space. These bays are.
And I'm swinging, you're swinging.
Exactly.
There's so much room in here.
It's 16.5-foot wide. They're 15-foot tall. So that's the beauty of this building being a 30-foot high ceiling. Even on camera, you don't realize the expansion of this building until you walk in and you kind of get the aha feel of oh my goodness, this building is awesome.
Yeah.
But sometimes people have a fear of hitting indoors because it feels kind of claustrophobic if they hit on a smaller bay with only 9-foot ceilings.
100%.
You feel maybe your club's
I feel like I'm
going
to hit it every time,
Yeah,
right?
this is like the Taj Mahal feeling.
Well, and so for this too, the way it's designed is your backswing. There's nothing ahead. There's nothing above you. It's not until you follow through.
Yeah.
But even then,
you can't even touch it.
I'm 5'10" on a good day.
Yeah, on a good day.
On a good day, and I mean, there's so much room here for everything.
Yeah. That's the beauty of it. And so when we built these, originally I was going to put them all on one side, and then we realized that we wanted to make our fitness area a little bit bigger, and we wanted to put our teaching bays on across. And so this last bay was going to run right into the outdoor where we go, and I was like, what a perfect opportunity to make it a lefty bay. And
right, because you've got the camera on that side.
The camera set up, yes, the TV for you to see yourself. Look how good you look today. But righty can hit in it. It's just the face-on angle. You're just going to see your back, and you can still see your down-the-line angle. But what's cool is when you're going to come in here without someone. Again, as a member, you get 24/7 access. So you can come work on your game 11, 12 o'clock at night or 4 o'clock in the morning. Most of the time, when people, if they're business people or working, they don't have time to go in the middle of the day to hit balls during the week, but they can. Here.
Yeah,
there's no range open at 4 o'clock in the morning.
No, there's no range open at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Or at 8 o'clock at night.
And if there are, you're going to hit like a raccoon.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. You're in someone's backyard.
Yeah, you're in someone's backyard, or you're going to hit some type of wild animal out there.
That's exactly right. And so then now to get feedback that you don't have to have someone filming you as well.
There's nobody here. It's just 1, 2, 3 cameras overhead.
Watch how cool that camera is, because that shows you exactly what the club's doing at impact, and I'll be able to show you. So watch. Hit us one here. I'll give you a little breakdown of everything.
Let's see what happens here, okay?
Yeah, it says he's like a 20. I love this when people undersell how good they are, and like you just did, just grab the 7-iron 160 right out the gate, which was really, really cool. And so you get to see here, immediate feedback from the swing that you just made, which is really, really cool.
Can you get this, Jay?
And
Perfect.
so as he goes, you can see he has good posture, as we call it that. I wanted to show you that this is what's my favorite part of Unicore. So like,
whoa, you're getting like how I hit the ball.
dude, so like every other, like radars will show these kind of fake pictures, which is cool. Like I could still get your launch angle, all that. Well, now this is a camera-based system. So like when people come in, they're wondering, man, I don't know why I keep hitting it to the left. Well, I get to actually see Patrick's golf club come through impact. You're actually pretty freaking good, man. Like this is, you come through impact and the club stays very, very square. You hit it on the middle of the club face. You can see what the club does through impact. And most people, they flip the club and wonder why the ball curves really hard to left or to the right. You can see, so like every Monday I come in, actually I work on my game and I want to work on club face control. So I leave just this screen up.
To see how your club is hitting the ball?
Absolutely, yeah. I want to be able to watch. So let's hit another one and we'll be able to see here. You hit it 163 yards on your first shot. Just pretty amazing.
Is that good, bad?
It's amazing. That's the 7-iron?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fire. Good. So watch the difference of this one. Yeah. So
I pushed it left.
So you want to watch all the feedback we're about to get. We wonder, why did that golf ball just go to the left? And you hit it really
so
solid.
159,
it was really nice.
okay.
So you carried it 159. So that's kind of about average of carry. But when you're going to see it, you came through impact. You're going to see, that face is open. And that ball starts to the left.
Wow.
And so, obviously, if I'm coaching you, I'd be working on club face control a little bit. This seems kind of our off shot. I'd find out what's your main shot that you don't want to hit or you've been struggling with. And if it's like, man, I keep moving off the left, well, we got to work on getting that club face to square up through impact. So I'd be having you hit a couple half shots through impact and just to be able to feel what it feels like to get that club face to get square.
This episode of the Patty G Show is brought to you by Cortex. Cortex is the trusted technology partner for small businesses across Louisiana, delivering managed IT, cybersecurity, and smart strategies to help you leverage AI without the confusion. I mean, aren't we all confused by AI nowadays? As a locally owned company, we understand the challenges Louisiana businesses face and provide tailored solutions that keep your operations secure and efficient. Whether you're looking to strengthen your cybersecurity or explore how AI can give your business a competitive edge, Cortex is here to help. Be sure to mention the Patty G Show and receive a free cybersecurity risk and analysis to see where your business stands.
So when people are here, they've got the AI trainer and everything. They don't have the live coach if they're coming at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Is it tell them what to work on?
It does everything to work
So
on.
it says, hey, you need to work on, and then does it give a recommended path forward?
Yeah, it's going to tell you exactly where you should be at.
Okay.
Let's see if we just got you here on this one.
Okay, so you got different segments with the AI trainer, so it'll
it's cool.
tell
So
you.
I was standing in the front of this one, the last one, but
Yeah.
So like on this one, it's cool. Like it'll tell you, like your club path is going a little inside,
Okay.
and it wants you to go. You can see this is the position it wants you to be on,
Okay.
and it's taking it a little inside, and then it'll tell you exactly what to work on here. Like this is what you're doing. This is how to do it, not what we're doing wrong here. Let's try to hit me another. Let's hit me another one. Hit me one live here.
So, and then it'll actually show the whole video of your stance and your angle and
Absolutely.
everything.
Yeah. So let's hit me another one.
Okay. This is incredible, man. It's like the amount of technology baked into this place
Into one thing.
is insane.
It's unbelievable.
Absolutely insane.
And it's always 70 degrees. That was amazing. So immediately you made a difference. You made a change.
I made a change. yeah.
Absolutely.
And
So,
it was too much.
Absolutely. Okay, so but like that's feedback.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like now, I would pull back up the screen again to show your club coming through impact, and look, you could see. Look at it closing, and look at the ball starting on line. So you made actual change compared to if you were on a driving range, and you're just like, okay, man, I keep hitting it to the left. I don't know what I'm doing, like because you don't have feedback. In 3 golf shots, you've already made a golf ball go to the right.
Right.
And now you're like, okay, I'm going to hit my next 5, really working on squaring this face. And then I would, as a member, I'd geek out and I would introduce you to what all these numbers mean too, which is really cool. But like
Wait, you've got so many different numbers here.
And this is just a basic.
If Jay can you get all these numbers? Okay.
And I can even add so much more for you when we get
What
down
more
here.
do you want, though?
I mean, I got every data number that I've clicked off
like,
a few
this
of these
is
other ones.
insane.
So it's unbelievable.
Holy smokes! Oh my god!
And then I could put everything from your attack angle, your impact position,
okay,
your club
so
lie.
all this is great.
Yes.
What is this going to mean to the average golfer?
That is such a good question. And you know why I love that? And that could not have been a better question that someone can ask me. For the average golfer who's like, Brian, I really don't need to know all that. That's what you can minimize as little as you want. And that's why for us, we start with the golfer. and what their goals are. And I believe everything for every person. I want to start with where do you want to go? Where do you want to be? Your future of who you want to be. And we're going to work back from that goal. And so that's the beauty. I got people I got the #1 kid in the state here we're trying to work to get to Louisville. His goal, he wants to be the #1 kid on the Louisville golf team. Amazing. Love that. So we're going to work. He loves data. So we're going to get him. I also got the 32 insurance guy who's like, man, I want to be at a single digit handicap. So like for him, he just wants to know, he's learned what his club path is because he swings, his ball goes really far to the right and he wants to bring it back online. And so I minimize his screen and introduce him to like, hey, like what club path means and club face means. And so I can adjust the variety for the type of person that we have in the Bay, which to me is really, really cool. It's like you don't ever want to overwhelm them. That's even when the AI trainer, it could almost become
it can become overwhelming.
Because it's like, man, there's like 8 things that's telling me I need to do. But what's cool, it starts from the beginning with just your setup and your posture. And like, that's what I want to do, boom. And you immediately can make the score go up by just, hey, we're going to start with today just working on our posture. Like we're really passionate about you being in good positions. And so if you round your back, like let's work on getting good posture. We're going to feel like our back's straight, our head's up straight. And boom, you immediately start seeing change from there. We don't need to have 100 thoughts. And so, I love that question because we don't have to try to attack everything at once. The brain doesn't even want to do that.
No, and you get people up there and they talk about like what's your, like Happy Gilmore 2 just came out, right?
Yeah, which is awesome.
Which is great. And so you get a little bit of insight, which is not real insight, but it's like find your happy place happy.
Yeah, 100%.
Go to your happy place.
Yeah.
And it's like your swing thoughts is a real thing. Like what are you thinking about? And you listen to, there's a great bit that Phil does where they ask him, okay, what are you looking at when you get up to the golf swing? He's like, well, first I'm evaluating the temperature. Okay, is there moisture on the ground? Okay, well, if the ball is warm or cold, that's going to impact how I swing. It's going to go, and like he goes on this whole spec list. And I'm just like, the average golfer is not thinking of that. That's exactly right. They're sitting there going, okay, what's the distance? All right, this will get me there, right?
But what's cool about that, this actually gets the golfer to start thinking, and that's
and knowing what club goes how far.
Exactly. And so like there's no, it's not, it's intentional that the EM is first in MBS.
Right.
Because everything we do, for so long golf was backwards. We just started with the swing.
Yeah, it's all about the swing.
Yeah, and we want to start with the mind. You can't do anything without your brain telling you what to do. Like I didn't move my hands without my brain signaling my hands to move. And the same thing then, we want to get your body in the right position. That's why we do evals and get you in good positions physically for who you are. And then that tailors to the swing. But it's like now instead of the average golfer just being like, well, I'm going to try to hit this sand wedge 150, and it goes only 100, and then we're getting to start thinking, hey, actually, your sand wedge has a lot of spin, and it goes really high. It launches really high in the air.
Yeah.
You need to hit something a little bit. You need to hit a different club.
Yeah.
So it gets them to actually start thinking, oh, man, I'm about to play for 4.5 hours, and I'm getting a 1-inch ball into a 3-inch hole from 400 yards. Probably should put some thought into my swing, into my game.
Because when you give the thought, right, and you figure out what's going on, you know what to work on.
That's right.
And you've got your various styles of golfers, right? You've got yours that are going to go out there, that insurance salesman, they're trying to work a business deal, right?
100%.
So they're not totally focused on it until it becomes like an office situation where it's like, you sink this putt, I'll do the deal with you, right?
Yeah.
But then you have the other ones that are like, I'm just a weekend golfer, it's a fun thing to do, it's just relaxing. And then you have the other ones that are like, I'm going here to party and just have fun. At that point, they don't care what their golf game looks
That's right.
like.
That's exactly
They
right.
don't care.
How many beers can I have?
You play the game where it's however many beers you drink is how many strokes you get off.
That's right. That's
And
exactly
so
right.
you've got those games, but then you have the people who want to go and actually try to do it because it's a game, they want to get better at it because when you're better at it, it's more fun and you have less club tossing, breaking clubs. Even the best golfers do that. I think, Justin Rose is known for that,
That's
right?
exactly
Where he's like
right,
just smashing his club into the bag.
Yeah.
And so it's how can you know where you're at, look for where you want to be, and to your point, it's to get there, you got to start with your mentality
100%.
and your mindset first.
Yeah. What a cool game though that like we have 70-year-olds that are playing it. Like I mean outside of pickleball maybe now, like
But even in those ankles, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like this sport and like we're always wanting to get better and that's why I love the game so much. And that's why I love performance side of it because it's like I'm 32 years old now and I've been playing this game for 20 years and it's like I still am working on my game. Like
and you can always get better.
That's what I'm saying. Like and so it's to me it's the closest thing to life. It's like we never get to the point that we feel like we've achieved it and we've accomplished like learning life and then the curveball comes at you and it's like in maybe basketball like you play and maybe your shoelace come in time you get a bad break but golf you hit a great shot and you end up in a divot. You hit a great shot and hits the cart path goes into water. Like there's so many unlucky breaks that you didn't prepare for and just like life like there's so many things in life that you like man I'm doing the right things I'm waking up I'm working hard and a tragedy happens and things happen and it's like man how do I adapt in the midst of chaos
Yeah.
And
How do you figure out where to go from where you're at?
Absolutely. Yeah. That's why I love this game. That's why I freaking love this game, because it's like, man, we get that fun, we can laugh, we have competitions. Now I can work hard on my game.
Yeah. But meanwhile, here is so performance driven, right? It's not for those that want to come in here and just party and because they've got those businesses that do that and they work well. Come in here, have a few beers and play golf
100%.
on the screen. But for here, it's no. If you want to actually get better, this is where you got to be.
And that's why I'm glad that we did this in Baton Rouge, because we wanted this to be a catalyst. Because we're going to.
It just doesn't look like we're in Baton Rouge.
It doesn't, exactly.
The technology, what we're doing here, this is not like this. Hard to believe we're in Baton Rouge.
And that's why I love that story, because it's like we would think that this wouldn't happen in Baton Rouge, and now we're going to start producing kids that play Division I golf all over the state and all over the country, and that's going to come from here, and people are going to fly here. We're going to bring in people outside of Louisiana that want to get this type of training, because we're the first people in the country to do this, that has mental training certified professionals, physical certified professionals, and golf PGA professionals under one roof. So people are coming from outside of Louisiana already. Now we're bringing people to the boot and bringing people to Baton Rouge that would have never come here, because they don't get this type of training anywhere else in the country, which is, to me, really, really cool. And to show the beauty of this state and that we genuinely care, like that's why, too, for me. It's not about the big, cool building. It's about, man, I love people. Yeah. And I want to see people's lives change.
Welcome to the brand new Falaya mobile app. We took all the same tech that's helped hundreds of people sell their homes themselves and packed it into an easy-to-use app for your phone. When you download the Falaya mobile app on either the Apple or Android App Store, you'll immediately be able to see the power of this game-changing tool. From the seller's dashboard, you can navigate to all the information that you need. We intentionally separated everything into key groups, such as tasks to be completed, buyer leads for your listing, and contact information for everyone involved through closing. When you get an offer on your property, you can simply review and respond all within the app. No matter where you are in the world, you'll be able to monitor everything that's going on with your property from listed to sold. It's truly the power of Falaya in the palm of your hand. Download the app and see for yourself. Falaya, it's real estate reimagined.
Which, by the way, when you found this building, it was not some big, beautiful, cool building.
No. It looked like a bomb site had went off, man. The animals that were living in here, the no air condition. The fact, again, I always say that my wife is the most amazing human being in the world, because she's very conservative, simple, and like to take big risk. I wouldn't have expected she would have said yes when I said the first time in my backyard. And then in here, when I walked in with her, I was like, yeah, no way we're going to have this building. And she's like, yeah, I see it. And I'm like, unbelievable.
So she saw it.
She saw it. Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
And loved it. I mean, it was just a big open canvas. No air conditioning, smelled really bad. It was a glass company that was in here. And I mean, insulation hanging down. It looked like it was just deserted. And we could see the mission, we could see the vision. And we stand here, and this is why it's emotional when we stand here, because it's like everything we wanted to happen. And we have a team of 10 now.
10?
Yeah, so we have 4 professionals. We have fitness director, we have mental coaching, we have membership director, we have social media director. It's cool. People, every person that's come a part of the team has left their careers that they had behind to come be a part of the movement, because they know that we're going to transform the world.
Dude, that's crazy.
So it's really, really cool. In 1 year.
In 1 year.
1 year.
And
we
so
just celebrated that.
What's I'll hit another one, see if I can fix this right now.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about what's going on, future plans outside.
Yeah. So outside, and that's what's cool too. A game of being quiet, like we can actually talk and you still hit balls too, which is cool. Outside in Baton Rouge, it's not common in the industrial plex area right here to be able to. Most of the time, your building's a storefront building.
Yeah.
And so you don't really have property, but we have like an acre property behind, and we're gonna make the most
huge,
which is incredible, and it's a standalone. When the guy who owned the building called me and said, "Brian, do you need visibility?" I said, "No. People are watching my kids pee in the backyard." And so like,
doesn't matter to me.
I just need space. But I said, if I could have grass, there we go, then it would be super helpful. And so we have around an acre, we're going to make you can hit up to 140-yard shots. We're right now clearing out all the trees we have, and we're going to have real grass, bunkers, greens. So we're going to be now there's going to be no reason to ever leave here. Like we do, yes, it's miserable in the summer right now because it's humid, but we do have beautiful weather during football season for LSU and October, fall. And you want to be able to hit off grass. And honestly, the grass you want to hit off of is inside of 100 yards. Just like I said earlier, our little challenge we had.
The 50-yard shot,
You want to hit those shots, but you want to be able to feel the turf, and you want to be able to feel real grass, and we're going to have that. We're going to have real Bermuda grass.
Yeah, because when you're here, right, you're potentially bouncing off of the turf. Right. It's a different feel than when you're out there.
That's right. I mean, because you could kind of get away with sometimes. And this turf is amazing. Sim Turf, the owner of this company, actually biggest turf company in the world in Gonzales. People need to be reminded of how awesome Louisiana is. But the biggest turf company in all the world is here in Gonzales, and they provide this. A good friend of ours.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, did our turf at CCL, but did it here. And the hitting spot is the most realistic feel. You can feel the tight feeling because most of the time, people hit off a turf and it's very spongy.
Right. And normally you get
marks all over the
you
gloves.
get build up, right?
You're not going to still build up. And this makes it almost feel legitimately like it's turf, like real grass. But it's still like there's still going to be a little more forgiveness on this. Like if you hit one like a really chunky, you're not going to see a big beaver tail piece of grass fly out. Like it's not going to happen. You're going to
if only technology
that would
get
be
that
really
good,
cool. That's
right? You see it fly on
Absolutely.
the screen.
But like you see though, the club gets through.
Yeah.
But, so like to be able to hit wedge shots from 100 yards, 80 yards, and be able to feel the grass and be able to see it react on the green, to be able to hit bunker shots. We still even have technology in here. I have fake bunkers that actually make you feel like you're hitting on a real bunker in here. So that's pretty cool.
You have it in here?
We have it. I have a little mat.
That's cool.
It's really cool. And we have a screen that it can go into. It makes it look like you're in a bunker. So, but to actually have the real sand trap to be able to hit out of.
You can't compare to that.
No, not at all. Not at all. So which is really cool. And also, so that's our second phase. We have a second phase here, our second floor that's getting built out. That we're going to have a recovery center. So bikes, treadmills, cold plunge, hyperbaric chamber. We want to coach the whole person.
Yeah, well, I mean, it goes back to you're making the best golfers here.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're trying to build up a system where golf becomes a topic where, if you're in the surrounding area, where are you going to train for collegiate golf? Where are you going to train for professional golf? You got to go to Mind Body Swing.
That's 100%.
Headquartered out of Baton Rouge.
That's exactly. I'm telling you, Patrick, my dream in the next 1 to 3 years is that in the country, when people say performance golf, they're going to say Mind Body Swing. That's the big dream.
I think you're on the path to get there.
I'm so excited, and it's like we have the team, we have the people, we have the love, and it's like, man, but we have the technology too. Like I want that to be seen, like that it's not just like to get people to go play at LSU that they got to be foreigners, and there's nothing against that. Like it's just like we want people coming out of Baton Rouge, we want people coming out of Louisiana, we want people coming that we're providing D1 athletes. This game is on the biggest boom, and that's why when I left CCL. Unless you had access to Country Club Louisiana or Baton Rouge Country Club, which only like less than 1% of the population of Baton Rouge does, there's nowhere to practice. There's nowhere to train. You can go to Webb and all, but it's filled with 200 people trying to play. And they have just two nets to hit
stack
into.
them up.
And
the two nets that gives you so much feedback.
That's what you have to hit into. And
You get all the feedback in the world from those two nets,
That's
man.
exactly right. So we're so behind on just accessibility. And so as we continue to keep opening up more indoor places that are just entertainment, while that's good as introducing, it's still not getting people to improve.
Right.
And to continue to get the game to never plateau again, like yes, COVID helped explode the game, but for it to not plateau, people want to get better. Go play right now 4 hours at 98 degrees with 100% humidity and it's 115 heat index.
Oh yeah.
After 4.5 hours and you go shoot 120.
You're dead.
And you just spent $200 to play golf and you just drank 6 beers and you're like about to be in the ER.
Yeah.
It's hard to wake up again and be like, I'm going to go do that again.
And that's what you often always see is you've got people that play on the weekend, they play once.
That's right.
And they're not playing consistent. But then you got folks that play once a quarter, once twice a year.
That's right.
And they get out there and like,
that's exactly right.
Why am I hitting so terrible? You know, and it's like you can't expect to do it well if you only do it so little. So when you're not playing, doing that training here gets you that ability when you're out on the course, you can say, oh yeah, I'm gonna work. I've been working on this. Let's see how it plays in real life.
100%. Just exactly right. And that's what's happening.
Yeah.
And that's the excitement.
And it's where y'all are heading
That's
for
exactly right.
Mind Body Swing.
And that's exactly right. Now we have the space. Like I always believe, I've told our team all the time, we have the product, we have the plan, and now we finally have the place.
I love it, man.
So to be able to coach, to watch you hit little draws like this. So I don't expect you at Webb next time to be hitting these big pushes.
Yeah.
Let's see another. You hit that one off the toe though.
I did. I panicked, man. That's the other thing, right? It's consistency.
Yeah.
How
Beauty.
often,
I love that golf shot.
How often you hit it, and how often you play.
But that you just brought up an awesome point, and that's what what we've done here is raised accountability.
Yeah.
So think of what you just said. So now even the local business owner, the local even high school player, you wake up in the morning, and whatever you're going to do, you want to have motivation, you want to have discipline, and you want to have accountability. So like you wake up though, and you look at your weather, and you're like, oh my God, it's gonna be 98 degrees. That's an excuse already. It's gonna be 70% chance of rain. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna practice today.
Yeah. And
then so you find yourself, even if you're the weekend golfer, you're like, well, it's been a month since I hit a golf ball. And at my previous facility, that's exactly, Patrick, what was happening. I had a system, I had a membership. They would come to me once a week, and I'd be like, all right, tell me about the week. They're like, I hadn't hit a ball since I saw you. And I'm like, well, damn it. Like, how do we expect to see any kind of improvement?
We're supposed to improve here,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I'm like, but I couldn't have that. I still didn't have that level of accountability. I'm like, as much as I wanted them to be in the facility with me, I was like, well, man, finally when I bring the facility to where like, well, no, like now there's no, it doesn't matter that it's 98 degrees outside because it's 70 in here. It doesn't matter if it rains or it snows or whatever it does.
Yeah, the outside weather plays no role
That's
in
exactly
what they're
right.
doing
So
here.
now I'm like, okay, we built this app that we have accountability for a member. Like, hey, we go way past just generic. Hey, I want to get better at golf. Here's your specific goals, and then here's your specific practice plan. And the coach has access to see it as well. And they get to see like, oh, all right, John Doe is supposed to practice 4 days a week, and on Monday he practices wedges at 11 o'clock. Boom, he checked off, he did it. Boom, now the coach gets to see it. And so we've raised that level of accountability, and you can come do it for 30 minutes and go back to work.
Yeah, it's
Or
great.
Go back to where you're
come,
at.
come
Like,
during your lunch break.
so
man.
it's the exact point. Like, but it's like it makes so much sense why you would run excuses of why you wouldn't practice.
Yeah.
We have all the excuses in the world. Now we don't. Let's see one more. I want to show you another cool feature on here.
Okay, let's see this.
Oh, it's fire. So now, with that one, with good face control, like now it's like, okay, I don't have a coach in here to tell me if I did anything different. Now I
Right.
can compare the two screens. Watch this. I'm going to get here and show the one that Batty just did, and we're working on, where's our first one? Let's go kind of, nope, not that guy. Let's go here. Yeah,
There we go.
Here we go. So we're going to flip you now to here, a face on.
Okay.
And a face on. So it's like on the right one we were working on, this is the one that went right. And so if we were working on something specific, like here, your club face, you may not see it as much, but like we're working on the club face is open right here. Well, the one you just hit there and we hit a nice draw, you'd be able to see the difference of what you worked on. And so, let me get here. Maybe I need to do this one. Let me get here. Sorry. Maybe I didn't get that one either. Well, maybe we were just talking in these.
I was taking
Well-
video, yeah. We threw it all off.
We threw it off, which is okay. Yep, didn't get any of these. Well, the point would be of this. There was a lot of them we didn't video because I was standing in front of it. But you could put a comparison of the two swings.
Comparison of
which
the
is-
two swings?
Yeah, and like I'll just even do one here. Like, or you could go look. Let me compare myself against a pro.
Oh, man.
And what their swing looks like using a wedge. And so let's put this swing up on. So we have here. We're gonna go to his shot, or like just a rando. Let me go back. Actually, put that one on A, and then I could switch you back. This isn't a pro, but someone else. So the point is like we can put comparison analysis of like what a pro swing would look like compared
versus
to your swing. Yeah, and so like to be able to see what they're doing. Oh, I'm gonna do it right here. Yeah. So let me put his wedge one. Here we go. And so I could do this, and he's not lefty, but it's like, hey, I'm working on with this guy. He's working on trying to get. This is what if I'd be working with you right now, Patrick. This is exactly what I'd be working on. Look when you go back on your golf swing. Gosh, I keep pulling up the ones that you didn't hit. Good thing we get to roll this through. Let's see where it was you at.
That's perfect.
Okay, perfect. Okay, here we go. All right.
I was about to ask that.
Good. So like I would be working on your hands hang back a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you can see like the pro guy when he gets down to parallel to the ground, his hands are in front of his right thigh. For you, your hands should be in front of your left thigh. Your hands are hanging way back whenever you hit that golf swing. So your arms need to catch up. So like when you go up, and it needs to get there. There you go. You want to get those arms in front. You kind of swing, and your lower body pushes, and your hands are hanging back. And this is why the club always stays open. And then you have to flip your hands to bring it. So lots of your golf shots start left or they curve back. The only way for Patrick to get his golf ball to start on line, his arms got to get back in front of him. You're hitting golf shots with your arms way back behind you.
Thank you to our wonderful sponsor, Lake Men's Health Center with Our Lady of the Lake Physicians Group. Guys, I know it's tough to get out and go to the doctor. I know it's challenging to find time in our busy days, but I promise you, signing up to be a part of this group with Dr. Curtis Chastain and Dr. Tyler Boudreau, you won't regret it for several reasons, but most of those being the fact of the time it saves, where you're able to get in on the same day, get that appointment done, and spend that time you need to talk with them about what your health goals and concerns are, as well as ensuring that the financial investments you have, you will be able to live out and see those come to fruition. So if you're an investing guy, you know all about
and planning for the future and investing in the future. There's no other more important thing to invest in than your health. Make sure you go check them out. Our Lady of the Lake Physicians Group Men's Health Center, and tell them Patty G sent you.
So it's cool. Like you
can look and see
you
that,
can compare,
and it'll tell you where it needs to be.
So then it's like if I'm working with you, I would have you do a drill, and then it's like I could put your drill move and show you the difference and actually see, wow, when I did this, look what it did compared to here. And like that's what I'm trying to get you to look like where your hands are.
Where your hands are in front.
Yeah.
Technology, man.
Yeah. Let's hit one more. Now we'll off to the left, so definitely hanging back a little bit, club face open. But a lot we can do with technology.
Yeah.
A lot that we can do here. And to me, that's the beauty, what I've worked really hard on. And then again, coaches that's helped inspire me, it was like, Brian, you want to make your business model so simple so that you can scale it and impact people. And so it's easy to like, oh, we're going to add all these kind of different things, but it's like our whole goal is to be a performance place. We want, even if you're 5, even if you're 75, like we want to be able to find out what your goals are, and we want to be able to give you the roadmap to get to that destination. And we have the technology, we have the support, we have the coaching, we have the accountability, we have the technology to get you to that. So that's why everybody comes out all the time, bro, you should pop in a bar, you should put a restaurant in here, and it's like, no, like
that's not what this is.
It's exactly right. The greatest thing I reread again yesterday. Steve Jobs says, the greatest entrepreneur says no. He says no. He says no. He says no, and he says no again. And it's hard.
It's tough.
It's really hard because you're like you see like we just did an expansion like this, and there's a lot like obviously there's overhead and things like this, and you want to say yes to things, and it's like we've continued to say no to because we know who our avatar is and we know our goal and our mission and our why of what we want to accomplish.
I love that, man. So as we start to round this out, we have a set list of questions we ask every guest.
Love it.
First one is, what is something you did as a kid you wish you could still do today?
Something I did as a kid that I wish I could still do today is just go fishing. And like I'm in Baton Rouge. I'm from the bayou.
Yeah.
And like we would go every Friday and Saturday and Sunday with my dad. Like that's what we did for a living as a charter fisherman. I miss doing that.
Yeah.
I would do that.
That's good. You started in your house.
Yep.
And you've expanded to this incredible facility with plans to take it further. What are like 3 lessons you've learned along the way?
I feel like I could say 10, but 3 for sure. 1 is you need to have a why that you're going after. Like what is the actual reason of what you're doing? 2 is you have to have a team. I can't do this by myself. And then 3 is there's got to be a culture, and that's what I wanted to be able to build. Is that every person who comes to be a part of this team, I made an acronym of what me and my wife sat on our back patio. And our core values are develop, destroy negativity, embrace MBS living, value teamwork, empower customers, lift lives, optimize personal growth, and provide quality product. And every person who comes on, I want them to be developed.
I love it. What is something you love about Baton Rouge?
I love a million things, but I love the community. I love the community and the food and the experience. But like I walk it, Baton Rouge has the bigger city feel, but I walk into Alexander's and I'm still going to see somebody that I know at Alexander's.
Oh yeah,
that's the beauty of why I love Baton Rouge. Like it's amazing, and then they're gonna come hug me and act like I'm their neighbor or their cousin. And even though I saw them one time on the first tee, like that's why I love Baton Rouge. It's the community.
Exactly.
It's family.
What can I do to help you, man?
Just you're amazing, and what you do, keep playing golf and keep telling people to play golf.
That's easy.
But yeah, continue to, if there's people that are like, man, I'm interested in wanting to continue to better my game, and I want to change my life even. Like, this is what MBS is about. It's an investment. It really is.
I love it.
It's an investment to transform your life.
I love it. Well, we're going to keep playing around on these screens.
Absolutely,
so,
brother.
Thank you, everybody else, for listening or watching, whatever platform y'all consume us on. Come on out to Mind, Body, Swing, improve your game, improve your life, and tell them Patty G sent you. So, y'all have a good one.
Love it. You're the man.
Done, man.